Another classic game last night in the IPL went right down to the final delivery. Well batted to Buttler and also Narine. I thought Narine was just brilliant, able to find the boundaries with ease, and the opposition team just couldn't find game plans to counteract him. Buttler, on the other hand, struggled early, toughed it out, and was able to bat right through the innings and get the final result. So it was a little tougher for Buttler than Narine. But there's a few talking points that I want to talk about. Trent Boult and Mitchell Starc, two overseas left-arm bowlers, prized possessions in both lineups. Trent Boult bowled beautifully yesterday, getting the ball to swing, able to find his line and length, creating pressure in those early overs. Whereas Mitchell Starc let the game slip away. He wasn't able to get the ball to swing. The ball was coming straight onto the bat, angling away, and he wasn't able to find his line and length. Too many wides and inconsistency. So Mitchell Starc has to find his groove. The sixth over for the Kolkata Knight Riders batting innings, Kuldeep Sen was bowling and just bowling to Narine. It was a crucial time and Jurul was out at deep point. He should be running in, taking the catch or trying to take the catch. The ball only bounced a metre and a half in front of him. He was not alert. The next couple of balls that Narine faced in that over, he got a 6 and a 4. And also, he allowed Narine to create a little bit of form and take the game deep and get that 100. So sometimes fielders out in the deep, you've got to take a risk, you've got to charge in, and you've got to try and create those half chances. And I would have thought that he would have been able to take it quite easily at that time. Ashwin was rattled yesterday, there was no doubt about it, bowling to Narine. He was looking for that wide line, couldn't find it. He didn't have other game plans to Narine, and he was able to take him to the cleaners. That is the first time that I've really seen Ashwin not have a decent game plan against the batsman. And then you look at Chahal trying to bowl to Narine in that final over. He went for 23. That's Chahal's final over of the game. He got pounded by Narine as well, looking for those wider deliveries. Not once did they try and cramp him for room. So well done to Narine for putting pressure on two quality spinners from the Rajasthan Royals. Tactics from Kolkata Knight Riders. Bowling in those early overs or those middle overs. We know that Kolkata Knight Riders rely on his run rate. He was only going out 4.5 and over, or probably even less out this period, and the other bowlers were going 10 plus. Bring a fielder up on the leg side, the deep mid wicket up, and not allow the opposition batsman just to get those easy ones to take the pressure off. So that was a crucial period of the game as well. Sometimes you've got to take those risks and have one extra fielder in the ring. That's something that Kolkata Knight Riders can look forward to, using that particular plan to other opposition teams, because Narine is so crucial. And I just love the way that Raghuvanshi Power came in, even though Narine got him in the end, but taking 3 boundaries off Narine's final over was crucial in the context of the game. Going back to Mitchell Starc bowling his final over, again bowling too many wides, one of them going for 5, where Salt wasn't able to grab the ball, and that's salt. That's adding salt into the wounds. Your keeper's got to stand up there. You can't take excuses. You've got to switch on. And another crucial moment where Kolkata Knight Riders let slip. And finally, in the last over, you've got to get your fielders in the right place, in the hot spots. Starc in that final over was out deep and out deep mid-off, and allowed Buttler to get 2 with Avish Khan out, the non-strikers on the second last ball. You can't afford to do that. You've got to have your best fielders in the hot spots. Now, just want to quickly talk about Raghuvanshi. This guy has got a lot of talent. But before we get into the positives, just want to talk a little bit about his fielding. Yesterday, he dropped the catch. It was the last ball of Narine's 4 overs. And it was Trent Boult who took on Narine. It was a free hit. He was looking for the boundary. If he didn't get it, so what? And Raghuvanshi's running in. He dives, he's covered good ground, and these are easy catch for professional cricketers. He put it down Even though Rajasthan didn't get the run, what it did was allowed Buttler to take a risk the next over when he was under pressure against Mitchell Starc. There were 2 dot balls, so he had to find some runs. He hit it out to the deep, and he sacrificed Bolt's wicket, knowing that if Bolt got run out, he's still got 2 wickets in the shed. If Bolt had been caught, then all of a sudden Buttler might not have taken that too. But Raghuvanshi's batting, sensational yesterday. He came out, Trent Bolt on fire, swinging the ball. He's moved down the crease to him. First ball that he's faced from Trent Bolt, just slightly moving to the offside and freeing up the leg side, and plays a beautiful on drive for 4. And then the next ball, he knows that Trent Bolt's going to try and bowl a little bit wider. Is it going to swing or not? He gets in the line, pushes it out to the covers for 1, and then he gets a couple of opportunities later on in that over, and Trent Bolt's had to bowl wide to him because of the shot that Raghuvanshi played earlier on, and he's accessed the offside for a couple of boundaries there at the back end of Trent Bolt's over. Brilliant batting against pace from Raghuvanshi, and I've also seen him play a couple of pull shots. Unbelievable. And then facing Chahal, I loved his footwork here. One of the early on, he's hit it straight down to mid-on. The next ball, he's reached out a little bit further, controlled it, hit against the spin, 4 through mid-wicket. And then Chahal's gone a little bit wider later on in the over, and he's hit it down to mid-off. The next over that he's faced from Chahal's tried to go a little bit wider, the back cut. Just the way he reads the game, his quick footwork, and the ability to play good cricketing strokes in good areas. This guy is the bee's knees. Out of all the youngsters that I've seen play this year, I think this one, Raghuvanshi, is the next on the list to represent India, and I think he's going to take the world apart. He is brilliant. I can't wait to see what he's got to offer for the rest of this IPL. And if Nitish Rana is fit for the next game, I think Venkatesh Iyer is going to miss out, and Raghuvanshi is going to hold his spot.